It's finally happening, the start of the correction we've all been waiting for Bitcoin, so we can have a better setup to buy some longs and try to profit from the continuation of this bullish uptrend in overall 2025, right? First indication is that we finally broke below the 120 moving average, right? We didn't go up any higher before breaking below into roughly 97k and a half region, like I talked about yesterday's video, but we finally broke down from the 120 moving average. So we can remove this support and we can focus on the overall larger support down here. Now, keep in mind that there's still a lot of optimism in Bitcoin. So we need to keep an eye on any potential early supports that can overlap with any imbalances that have, been created since this overall trend up. So a little bit of a retracement area from the start, the last low before the uptrend, all the way to the top. We have this imbalance area or this retracement area that overlaps with this imbalance area right here. And then we have the overall larger retracement area, which will be ideal for the price to go into this area, which overlaps with the first imbalance area and a little bit of some consolidation right here that can act as a magnet going forward. There's another thing to look at, right? And that's the RSI. We finally somewhat bottomed out the RSI. We didn't break below the 30 like previously. So that's an indication that, hey, it's just one indication that, hey, this dip may continue to grow to the downside, regardless of any small push-ups that we see, during this dip, right? So we have a little bit of a retracement in this area. I'm going to use the body of the candles instead of the wicks for the most part here. So just like that, we have a nice retracement area. We also have the 120 moving average that can act as a resistance, or not retracement, descending resistance area. We also have previous support down here. So previous support can act as a short-term support going forward. So we can see the price come down, find support roughly 91.7k, maybe try to push up higher, faking out some impatient traders in my opinion, before it continues to drop lower and fills in these imbalances, which again overlap with the retracement areas as well, and push down the RSI more so we can finally see the RSI actually break below the 30, right? So that's really what I'm looking for. I've been waiting for this retracement for a while because this rally has been pretty much fueled by anticipation of, an anticipated tariff progression with negotiations that haven't happened yet. There's no guarantee. It most likely could, but until it happens, we just don't have it. So there's no reason to see such an overextended rally in the short term without any proper retracement. So we're still working on that retracement. Again, we have support down here, can act as a potential early potential fake out to the upside before it comes down any lower. So I would like to see sub 90k levels before I begin to accumulate any large long positions. And keep in mind that even if I start accumulating at 90k, or if even just below 90k, I do believe, until I am proven wrong, until we break up higher, I do believe that the price can potentially enter this red area briefly. Again, we have a very aggressive rally with a lot of consolidation right here that overlaps around 85k. So it's very likely that this can act as a magnet, bring it back down to try to find support. And, before we finally start pushing up higher and reach 100k once again. It's been a while since we've seen 100k. So a proper retracement will allow us to have a healthy continuation forward. And it will give us confidence by filling in these imbalanced areas right here. So these are the areas I'm currently looking at. It began. We'll see if it continues. Very important, although very important to have background long positions, multi-month long swing trades to take advantage of this overall rally, because we don't know exactly how low the price can go until the price finally breaks below this previous support right here at 92k, or 92k 900, 92k 850 roughly. The moment it breaks below that, then we can really start looking at the red. Until then, we can easily find support at any point. Until then, when it breaks below into yellow, we will finally start seeing, bears accumulate and short-term longs beginning to sell, and that can create some fear, bringing us lower before we finally find support to push up higher. So that's what I'm looking for, guys. I'm gonna be patient. Um, I am gonna be taking advantage of any prices below 90K, and I'll keep updating you guys on this price as we continue going on forward. But again, guys, we have potential, quite a bit of downside to go. And again, none of this is going to be invalidated until the price pushes up higher over this previous high right here. So until then, we got to keep our eyes open for any potential lower prices. Again, we have a lot of evidence for prices to continue coming down lower. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.